because I walked and ran so much that I gave myself runner's knee and shin splints. So, it's really fun. It's not stopping me though. It did for a bit because it hurt so bad. But now I just run through the pain because if I don't run, I will go crazy. Okay, I'm back looking like a wet rat. No longer stinky. And I'm gonna I'm making peanut butter banana rice cakes. Yum! Welcome to another vlog. At least I'm doing it. At least I said I was gonna do it and I'm doing it. I guess it's like a tradition that I feel the need to make a video when I'm house sitting. Currently house sitting. I think it's just because I need a distraction and something to focus on so I don't die of loneliness while I'm alone. I'll tell you guys what I've been doing, reading, whatever. I guess not really doing. I haven't really been doing much besides same old and working. But since the last video, I did finish Broken Dove. I literally just finished it yesterday and 5 stars. It was so good. It was so freaking good. I'm so glad that I got myself to read that next, because it kind of was able to get me out of another slump after slump. It's really annoying, but no, that was really good. What happened at the end? I'm not gonna say it, but something like crazy happened. That's all I remember. I think I'm gonna title this video something like finishing series that I'm in the middle of or something, because my plan is to read this Hookshot, 3rd book in the Hoops trilogy by Kennedy Ryan, and then the last book in the Defy the Night series. What is it? Defend the Dawn. I had read the 2nd one recently and I think I should read the 3rd one before I forget what's happening. I am really excited to get into the Hookshot because I'm not like a big romance reader, but something about those books are so addicting. They're so traumatizing, but they're so addicting. Even the 2nd one, it wasn't as good as the 1st one because it was a cheating trope, whatever. That was a little disturbing, but that's the point of, that's what Kennedy Ryan does, apparently, is just make you go, why? Kind of thing. So, plan on reading that as much as I can in the next couple days and moving on to the next book. But I've been really busy, so don't know how this might go for a couple weeks, honestly, depending on how life goes, because I'm like house sitting and traveling back to back to back. So gonna try to read this book at least for a little bit. I have to go back to work, so I'm reading for a bit, and then I gotta go back. And yeah, brain fogging big time. But let's do it. Let's read together. Come with me. Come with me. That's Charlie. I feel like I should tell you guys, if you haven't like read or heard about the Hoops trilogy, it's basketball. It's do I look like I know anything about basketball? No. I just kind of nod my head and go, yeah, basketball. But it's still like an interesting kind of side story, or not side story, but like it's important for their background and for the characters. So I've never read anything like these kind of books because I like, you know, fantasy. Something about her romances. I need, like, after this I'm gonna look into getting like more from Kennedy Ryan, because the first book, Long Shot, I read in under 24 hours. I would have read it in a day if I had time, but I didn't. I had to sleep, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see. This one gets more love than the second one, pretty sure. And we saw, I can't remember Keenan. I think he's one of like the basketball people. Yeah, basketball character, player. And then Lotus we saw for like 0.2 seconds in the last book. Keenan was like, damn, look at that girl. And that's all we saw. So this is their story. We'll see how it goes. Actually, is that what happened? I don't know. I don't remember what happens in my books. I just read them. I'll get better. I'll get better at explaining things. Just bear with me. Yeah, book, read, let's go. I do love how all of these stories connect. That's the point of interconnected series. But I'm just saying, I'm like, it just mentioned Banner Morales, whatever, and I was like, why does it sound familiar? She was the love interest in the or she was one of the narrators in the second book. That's cool. It's like I'm discovering books again, how they work. Oh, this is not the best angle. Oh well. I was also gonna mention that, well, obviously I finished obviously since I read Broken Dove, I did a reread of Silver Elite. Just listen to it. I think I mentioned that in my last vlog. Oh, there's a fly. So I finished Silver Elite and I did start my reread of Metal Slinger because I took myself to Barnes & Noble again, which happens a lot, and got Light Wielder, but I also got the new edition of Metal Slinger. That's really annoying. Stop. Because obviously the new edition of Metal Slinger is really freaking cool and I wanted them to match. So now I got Light Wielder and I'm re-listening to Metal Slinger. That's all I wanted to say. But yeah, I'm not very far into it. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it like during this vlog because I have so much going on. But if I do, or at least I'll keep you updated. Metal Slinger was a 5-star for me though, so I'm excited to reread that and start Light Wielder at some point. Snuggles, hi Snuggles.
But I'm like 10 years ago. At least 10 years ago. 15 years ago. You were to grab my computer when I was 7.
See your shadow. Bye, Tom.
So I sent Carl and Chandler to help cheer him up.
my own bedroom. She's really happy to see me, at least. So happy. Look how happy that is. I did get some more reading time in today, at least outside, once I got home. And I made it to page 100 and something. Chapter 11. Honestly, it's taken me a little bit to still get into this story, because I don't know. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I also realized that there is another connection with Lotus. I totally forgot that Lotus is Iris's cousin from Long Shot. I didn't connect that until it mentioned that Iris is her cousin, and I was like, oh, that's fun. So we're just getting into her and Keenan's interactions and how it's I shouldn't want you, but I do. But I shouldn't, but I do. Whatever. You just have to sit back and watch. But there is like a little bit of like traumatizing backstory that she has that we're learning about. So we'll see more of that later on. I'm actually leaving for Idaho tomorrow because I need my best friend really bad right now, and she lives there as of now, and she sent me a picture of the mountains and was like, come visit, and I was like, but now I have to. So yeah, that's gonna be really nice to see her, and I'm excited to have a travel day and get to read on the plane for hours and hours uninterrupted. Just read. So hopefully I can finish this maybe even tomorrow, because I'm gonna have a really long day, if not in the next week. But I will bring the Destroy the Day just in case I do finish this, because I don't know, I'm not really gonna be able to read there because we're gonna be hiking and seeing the mountains and shopping and, you know, doing girl stuff. Tonight I'm probably not gonna read anymore because I don't feel the best. But at least I did make a dent in this, and I'm getting into the story. And I am gonna journal. I've still been journaling before bed or in the morning, whenever I feel like it, because it helps my brain, like I said, and working on myself, self-reflecting, you know, all the voodoo ulu stuff. I'm trying. I do want to show you guys the cute bookends that my friend found at the thrift store, because they're perfect. Look at them. Look at those dudes. They're too cute, and they're actually fuzzy. So I'll have to find a place for these, because currently all my bookshelves are full. I'll put a clip in here showing how full they are right now. My handsome boy. Okay guys, I'm alive. Well, it's been a couple seconds in the video, but it's been like a week for me since I've actually talked to the camera. Well, it's been like more than a week. I've been really busy, I'm not gonna lie, and I've barely been reading, but I've gotten to the point where I can actually like tell you guys that I've made progress. I did end up finishing Hookshot, I think, in the clip of me reading outside at the place I was house sitting at. I finished it that day, and I will say I need a break from romance. It took me 3 books to be like, it's not what I want right now, because obviously I love Kennedy Ryan's writing, but I kind of just was fed up with the spice. I liked Long Shot because of the intense story, but then it just got to the point where I was like, okay, too much, put it down. But I finished it. What did I rate it? I think I rated it like 3.75 still, because I still enjoyed it, obviously. This might have been my least favorite one. I just wasn't connected to the characters as much as even the second one, but yeah, still good. Still liked it, but need a break. I have slowly been getting through Destroy the Day in the last week since I got back from Idaho. And I've made a good dent on it in the last 2 days. I'm on page 400 and there's 550 pages. So I'm actually almost done. And I do plan on finishing this tomorrow, so then I can actually end the vlog because I've barely even been doing any reading in this vlog. I kind of just have been really busy and been reading like a little bit every single day, so it's like I've made no progress and it was making me mad. I will say this is, so what's her name? Bridget Kimmer, I don't know how to say her name, but this was the first series that I read from her, and I think I do enjoy this one more than the Defy the Night. This one was like really whimsical, and this one's more like political, and like there's battles, not necessarily like big battles, but more political side of it, and that's when I get a little bit like, you're losing me, because I'm not that smart to catch up. I'm obviously almost done, and I am curious on how it's gonna wrap up with everything that's going on in the world right now, because if you don't know, Defy the Night, how do I explain it? There's this kingdom and everyone has this strange fever or sickness or something, and you follow this girl who does everything she can to like treat these people. I can't quite remember how to describe the first book without giving spoilers, but just know there's like a lot of political side of it, and it gets really intriguing, and I don't know, just finding out why this kingdom has this sickness and like deep down secrets. So that's fun. And yeah, excited to see how this ends. Today I also finished my re-listen of Metal Slinger. And honestly, I feel like when I went to listen to it today, I thought I had like 6 hours left, and I had like 2 hours left. Don't know what happened. Did I listen to it in my sleep? Maybe. But I obviously have read that before, so it was like amazing. And I like had to re-listen to the end of it like 50 times, because reading it, obviously, if you don't know Metal Slinger, there's like a huge plot twist at the end, and reading it was insane, and I wanted to experience that again while listening to it. And I like backtracked it like 5 times because I was like, wait, what happened? Like because I was like doing something while listening to it. I was like, I need to listen to it all again, over and over again, so then I can go into Light Wielder like 100% ready. This is Metal Slinger. Hello, on the boat. And then this is Light Wielder. It was too pretty. They were too pretty. So expensive, so pretty. So I don't know if I'm gonna read Light Wielder next or pick up something different. I don't know. I have my back tattoo next week, and I feel like that would be really cool to show people. But I think tonight, I have read like a good chunk of it tonight. I read like 100 pages, but I think I am gonna try to rearrange my bookshelves because I'm bored. I'm bored and I need a change, so we'll see if I end up doing that. Okay, I'm back with another update. I have, in fact, finished Destroy the Dead. It only took me like 5 years. Not really, it took me like a week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, I can't remember. But I really did enjoy this. I didn't expect the ending to get me like it did. I didn't know I was that attached to characters. If you know, you know. No spoilers, but you get thrown left, right, and sideways. That's all I'll say. I really did enjoy this ending. I was a little nervous, like how they were gonna be able to wrap it up, because I only had like 100 pages left, and I was like, what's going on with the kingdom? What's happening? I need updates, all of that. And it was like a little quick, and it like jumped forward a couple times at the end, but it was like, I wasn't mad at it, because sometimes endings drag on for me, in my opinion, and I was like, done, done, done. We're happy, we're good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rate this, it was like 4.25, so really good. And I just got back from my tattoo appointment. You can see, I have second skin on, but I will try to show you the best I can, or I'll put like a picture in too. We'll see if I can show you. Can you see it? Isn't it cool? It actually was one of my less painful tattoos. I'm not gonna lie. Well, half and half. This was still my most painful. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But my shoulder blade up here, like right on the shoulder blade, hurt with the shading and stuff. But my spine was like a freaking massage. It was great. Lower back, great. Fine. Shading was still obviously like a little bit, but this time, since I knew, I literally got there at 10 a.m. and I left at 5. So it was a long day, but we also like spent 2 hours like changing the design and stuff and like making it bigger and redoing the spine part and all that. So I knew it was gonna be a long day. This time I did bring headphones and I was like, I'm gonna start a new show, which I started off campus. It's so good. It was so good. I made it to episode 5 and I was like zoning out in my own like show world, and I forgot that I was getting a tattoo until I would remember, because it would hurt. I'd be like, oh, ow, ow, ow. So yeah, really enjoying that. What else? I mean, that's really it. I started, not like it's gonna be in this vlog, but I just started the Forbidden Alchemy. Really liking that so far. But I'm just gonna end this vlog here, because I know it's been quite some time for me. Not for you guys, but for me. It's been a long time for this vlog to go on and on and on. But at least I got my tattoo in this, because I was really excited for it. She was expensive. She was expensive, but she was worth it because I look cool. You can't see it, but I look cool. I hope. But I don't know if I said the quote says beautiful things belong to beautiful souls. So cute. I just like that quote. I feel like it describes me, hopefully. And it just went with the tattoo really well. Hope you guys enjoyed my trip / reading / what the heck. Yeah. Thanks for watching.